Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. It's Monday. We've got boxes. That means it's time for mail call. All right, so we got a bunch of boxes here. Well, four boxes. It's a smaller mail call, but it doesn't make it any less of a mail call because there is one of the most prized books that I'm going to own in today's mail call. So let's take a look. All right, first up here, this is from Wonder Woman Comics, an eBay seller. This is a book that I had never been aware of it. Um, and then twice in about a month, I saw people show off this book. Once on Karate Kevin's Superpower Review show, we were doing his what what that comic or something on whatever I forget the name of the show exactly, but people come on and show off some different comics, and they showed off this. Somebody showed off this book, and I was like, "Oh, holy karate! I didn't. That book is beautiful." And then the other day, Doc Man Cave Comics came on SlabHub, and he had this book that he showed off. And again, I was dumbfounded by it. Chris and I both agreed. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. If in fact I had never contemplated owning an Aquaman book until today. And here it is, Aquaman number 42. This is apparently, I think it's the second appearance of Black Manta, but just absolutely beautiful. The way it's done, very movie poster style from that kind of 50s style movies, with the Aquaman being brought into the terrain. Just an absolutely gorgeous book. This one is in high grade. It looks, I mean, I don't see any creases or anything on the front cover whatsoever. Couple minor spine color breaking ticks along the side. So we're going to go ahead and get this one clean pressed and get this graded because it's just too beautiful. Um, love this cover. And that's what I love about doing some of these YouTube shows is getting people to show off some of their books that I don't know about that then make me want to go off and get it because this is just a beautiful piece of art. Whew, love it. And that's not even the book we're talking about today. All right, random stacks of comics. I'm gonna guess that this is also an eBay deal. I don't. Sometimes some of these books sit a little bit before I get to them. Ah, yeah, okay. Nothing terribly exciting here. This is actually. It's just two copies of Batman issue 91. Why, Rob? Why would you buy that? Well, to be perfectly honest, I have like only the B cover. I didn't have an A cover. Um, and for some reason, this was showing up in CLZ recently as a key, claiming that this was the first full appearance of what's her name, Punchline, and that the Hell Arisen, they're noting it as a cameo, and I do agree that Punchline's appearance in um, Hell Arisen could potentially be deemed a cameo, but um, I didn't remember Punchline showing up in this book, and rather than jump on it and or go out and look, I just said, whatever, let me go buy a couple copies, just in case. And as I'm flipping through here real quick, I don't see anything. I don't see any appearance by Punchline whatsoever here, which is what I thought. So obviously that keynote is wrong. Um, Yeah. So nothing here. Here we pretty much have the designer revealed. Who we learn later on is nobody. So, well, what did it cost me to pick up two of these books? Um, $6. So not like out a lot. Um, but if I cared, that would just teach us to look and not just simply trust an app, especially when it's saying something that nothing else, no other source is saying. Yeah, whatever. Um, okay, next up, this is from the Comic Mint. So these are the newer books. I think. Interesting. Okay, here we go. So yeah, because Comic Mint only really does new variants and whatnot. Okay, I see some COAs. What do we got here? Oh, interesting. Why did I... Oh, must be... Oh, okay. So we have Edge of the Spider-Verse, Gwen Stacy. This is the Shannon Mayer. So this is the facsimile into the Edge of the Spider-Verse. First appearance of Gwen Stacy. This is the Shannon Mayer variant. And for some reason, I picked up 3 copies. Haha! Right side up. All 3 now right side up. So anyways, these are of 800. There's a COA on the back. So I got 143, 144, and 145 of 800. So it doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, first of all, folks, it's a facsimile. So it's a limited... Interior is a facsimile. But now it's not a facsimile in reality because the cover is different. So doesn't that really just make it a reprint and not a facsimile? Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. What do you think about that? I gotta say that I think that if you're not facsimile is supposed to be everything. So if you're gonna change the cover, it's now a reprint and not a facsimile. But anyway, so I'll probably throw one of these in the giveaway bin. It was a real nice prize. And then I don't know what I'll do with the other 2. But one of them I might save for a Shannon Mayer signing or something. We'll see. I got really excited about them when it first came, and now I'm looking at them and I'm not all that excited as I once was. What are you gonna do? All right, now it's time to get excited. Last box here. I had already kind of opened up this here because I had to check on it. It was packed extremely well. So this shipper took care of this book. It is wrapped. Not only is it in a mailer, but there are cardboard pieces on barriers on either side to protect any kind of impact here, making it a double thick wall with thick bubble wrap, with little bubble wrap, with more cardboard sandwiches. We're going to see this. This is great. Now, the story here is some of you who watch my channel have noticed obviously the change in direction to a lot of sci-fi books. I've really embraced my love of sci-fi comic books. Well, when it comes to science fiction comic books, I've done a fair amount with Mystery in Space, some others, but there is one king of science fiction comic books, and that is Planet Comics. Now, Planet Comics is widely regarded as, like, I think, the premier, if not one of the first dedicated science fiction comic book. Amazing covers. This had some amazing artists work on them over the time. I've said one of my goals this year, or even last year when I went to C2E2, I had said I was going to be on the lookout for a Planet Comics book. Not necessarily any particular one. I just really want to own a Planet Comics book, and and maybe a couple. Let's be honest. But I'm not going to be the guy who's going to get the complete run. Uh, that is extremely difficult to get, especially in any kind of good grade. And those books are expensive, as I found out. Holy cow! I mean, a lot of these books, we're talking, $1,000+ for books that are not in high grade. So, anyways, pause for a second. So we had, like I said, the cardboard, large bubble wrap, small bubble wrap, more cardboard, and now bubble mailers on either side of it. So very well packed. This seller is awesome. Definitely wanted to preserve this book. So, anyways, back to the Planet Comics. So these books can run thousands of dollars, and I just can't do that. I have kids. I have they're going to college, and I have other things to do with my money. So, still always looking, and with everything science fiction, the cover, the subject matter can really shift the price of a book. There are certain elements in science fiction that comics, especially Gold and Silver Age books, that we like to look for that will run the price up. Monsters, robots, ray guns, bubble helmets, jetpacks, rocket ships. 6 things, right? Well, trying to find those. Oh, and then there's damsels in distress and bondage and all these other things that can affect it. Trying to find a book that has as many elements of that as you like, that's really kind of cool, can start to cost money. Well, I happened to be perusing Shortbox the other day and found a book. No, not in the not, it looked really really good. It was a low grade book, but it looked really really good. Presented well enough. Uh, was generally in a price range I was looking to go. I made the gentleman an offer, about $100 off of what he was asking, and he accepted it. So I ended up paying 5 for this, and this is, I mean, it. This is a book that I'm going to probably take some pictures of and send it to my guy to see if cleaning it, if he thinks that it could be cleaned at all. Just because I think it would help the presentation. I don't believe that there's anything to be gotten um, through grading, getting a grade bump, but there's a lot of grime on this book. I think that the person who had it slabbed just did it as is, because knowing that doing that wasn't going to do anything to help the grade, because of there's a lot of color breaking creases and whatnot. But without further ado, from Fiction House Comics, spring of 1953, a cover by Maurice Whitman. Special notation is a bondage splash page. Planet Comics, issue 70. So, there we go. We have ourselves a space alien holding a tentacle space alien holding a woman with a bubble helmet. His knee on another human in a bubble helmet. We have a rocket ship. We have a ray gun. We have a lot of the elements that we talked about that are key to a cover. And look at it. It presents pretty damn good for a 2.5. I am super duper happy to own this book and to finally own myself a Planet Comics book. Oh, you're so beautiful. Yes, you are. Yes, yes, you are. Planet Comics. Sci-fi. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I'm not even going to put this down. I just want to sit there and continue to hold it and look at it on camera. Until next time, collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, even me, because I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.